2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. So, hello. Very impromptu reason for getting on here today. I have absolutely nothing to talk about, but it is a gloriously beautiful morning. And before the sun gets too hot, I figured let me jump on here and let you appreciate some of this beautiful outside sun. There's ants everywhere out here. And I just felt like talking to whoever comes on here, if you do at all. If you don't, that's fine too. Very unprepared, but I am working on a new project. I just cast it on another hexagon shape for a blanket. And since my battery on my phone is dying, I figured I'll just jump on here and we can knit together in real time. So if you have a project that you're working on, grab it and say hey if you want to talk, or if you don't and you just want to knit with a friend, we could sit on the couch together. My neighbor's dogs are barking up a storm. I am so sorry, but we outside, so you know. And quite honestly, they're not even barking at me. They're barking at my other neighbor behind me who's mowing his grass. So, people. 2, 4, 6, 8, 12, 14, 16, 18. I'm actually waiting for a video to upload currently that I made earlier this week. And so I'm just waiting for that to do its thing, and then I can record my next video for the weekend. 2, 4. There's my other cat. 2, 4, 6, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. And yes, I know it's like 10 o'clock in the morning and most other working adults are at work. So if you couldn't join, that's perfectly fine. I see somebody saying hello, chunk play something. I always give this disclaimer when we first get in here because um, I don't want to offend anyone and I don't want to be offended. But I'm not here for no nonsense. We don't do any type of expletive anything in here. So I'm just a knitter. I am not showing nobody nothing. Don't ask for it. I am just a knitter. And if you want to come in and talk about your knitting, we could do that. If you want to come in and talk about other nonsense, I am not here for it. So I'll just throw that out there right away, just so that you can spend your time with someone else. So, hello everyone. I hope you have a great day too, as well, Austin. Thank you. And just so you know, it's kind of hard for me to see the chat itself because I'm in the sun. So I'm gonna try to scroll back up every once in a while and see if I missed anything. Well, I'm sorry if that's how you feel, but you could go ahead and go if you're not interested in watching me knit on something. That is perfectly fine. All right. I can't see your name because of the cursive, but you said hi, HAI. So hi back to you. I hope you're doing well. So if you choose to stay in here, that's great. Tell me where you're from. Cape Town, South Africa. What time is it over there right now? Irma. Hi, Irma. Gearing up for winter. Oh my God. I'm so thankful that winter is finally over here. It's technically already been spring here, but it's been so windy and rainy and cold that we all here in the US are just, well, on my side of the US, we're just ready for some heat and some sun. So I don't know what winters are like there. I would assume it's like everywhere else that has winter, but if you like that sort of thing, I'm happy for you. If you don't, it'll pass. It'll be over soon. 16:30 is what, 4:30 p.m. in my time. So for me, sorry y'all. It's 10:30 a.m. right now where I am. So early in the morning. So what is life like out in Cape Town? I think every country has its good and its bad, of course, but what's it like out there for you? Hello, Jonathan. Thank you for coming in. I will go ahead and just restate again. Since I don't know you all from like my regular followers, I'm assuming that you just see that I went live, which is fine. But I am a knitter primarily, and that is what I do on this channel. So I don't know what you were expecting, but that is what it is. So, you know, come in and enjoy that, but everything else must go. All right. This pattern is a Tin Can Knits pattern. It was in one of their books. When I first found out about Tin Can Knits, it was probably like, I don't know, 2020, 2019 maybe. But I found them when they had a sale. It was a Black Friday sale and it was a buy one, get one free. And that was patterns and books. And if you know me at all, I'm gonna get a book because there's more stuff in it. I didn't actually consider whether or not the things in there would be useful for me, but I did go ahead and buy it anyway. And this was one of the patterns in there, and it's a polygon blanket. So the polygons are made separately. You join it all at the end, and then you just kind of make it work. Midwinters, mild winters compared to the U.S. No snow, but lots of rain. And see, I could tolerate more rain than snow. I hate the snow. I think it's really beautiful to look at, but I absolutely cannot stand when I have to go in it, like to live. So I got to go to work or go to the store. Like, I don't like walking in it. I lived in New York for a really long time, and New York winters are horrible. So I. I would pay money to never see another flake of snow ever again in life. I hate it. Absolutely hate it. The only thing with rain, though, especially considering where I live now, of course, you have like mudslides and flooding and stuff like that. So that could be kind of annoying. But for the most part, it's not that bad. I think they make it to where, the rain will run off and kind of go wherever it needs to go. Um, all right. So on to this blanket again. I was supposed to be making it for my daughter. Supposed to be. One day I might actually finish it for her. I don't like being held to a time constraint, so I'll work on it when I feel like it type of deal. But her blanket, since her favorite color at the time, I don't know if it's changed, but too bad for her if it did. I'm working on hers in orange and cream. And then her husband's blanket, I'm going to do in a red color since he likes red. And I felt like a red and cream blanket with an orange square in the middle, and then an orange and cream blanket for her with the red square in the middle. That way, kind of symbolizing their whole union thing. Um, I don't know. I overthought that one. I'm pretty sure I did, but it is what it is. And now my other neighbor is doing some edge work with his trimmer. Like, this was not a good time. I guess people come out here to do yard work in the morning. Do y'all hear that? Is it too loud? And I don't have my little microphone. Hi, Mary. How are you? I feel like I haven't seen or heard from you in forever. I talk to Rose all the time, but I never hear from you. I gotta look for you somewhere. How are you? What have you been up to, working on, etc.? And did you ever finish your half and half wrap? I'm curious. Since that's what brought us together. Did you ever finish it? And y'all know there's a delay with the chat, so you may send me something right away, but I don't get it right away. So I apologize if it seems like I'm taking forever to answer your question or whatever. Did I tell y'all this already? I made this juice this morning, and my juicer is apple, mango, and kale. It is so good. And then I had a baked sweet potato for breakfast. And that's what I had. And I don't know, like coming outside in the sun and just feeling all that, I was like, yep, I'm feeling inspired to have a nice little juice. So I went back in and did that. You put yours down so I could catch up on mine? Yeah, okay. I took mine out, I think. I never even. Whatever happened with it? Oh, because I was working on it in that brown color and I just wasn't feeling it. So, yeah. But as a trade off, I did restart that blue blanket, the seed stitch blanket. And already I'm just like, I don't feel like working on this. It's just something about a fingering weight blanket. It just takes so long. So you're just like, oh. But I'm just going to let it sit there for however long it sits and it'll just do what it do. I understand about the social media thing. I'm not, other than the fact that I post the videos on YouTube, I stopped really posting on Instagram. I rarely post anywhere actually, except within a YouTube video. And I'm trying to do better with that because, you know, y'all already know the situation. Since it's a live story thing right here, I won't give up too much info, but um, I am trying to, grow the channel and stuff like that. So I probably need to be a little bit more consistent. That has never been my strong suit. And social media rules change all the time. So I feel like as soon as I got that one thing down, they done turned it into something else. So I am. I'm bored. I be bored all the time. Especially see long term projects like the half and half wrap and the blanket. He's doing edging on his house. I can't tell him to stop because I'm doing a video. That's kind of rude. But anyway. Yeah, but when I stay working on it and I don't have other stuff going on, I guess I do get bored with it. And I shouldn't be that way because I know that it's going to take time. I know this. But I also think when I was working full time, I was sitting at a desk and I was able to knit for longer stretches of time. And so now that I'm not doing that anymore, it feels like I don't want to just sit and spend 3 hours just knitting on the one thing. So I don't know. Like as you can see, I done restarted a whole nother project. Why? Because I got bored. And honestly, I'm waiting for the cowl to start because I know that's going to take my time and attention. I'll be knitting on those two items. So I didn't really want to start a brand new whole project. So I figured, yeah, I got to get my life right. I got to try to get my life right. I'm hoping he finished with this thing soon. It's loud. Is it too loud for you? I mean, I hear it, but he's right behind me, and I don't know how it travels, how the sound travels through the phone, if it sounds horrible or not. What's the name of the shawl? Irma, and started a granny blanket. Granny blanket as in a crochet blanket, right? I don't think there's no such thing as a granny anything knit, so it must be in crochet. What stitch are you using? People like that kind of stuff to know. And I think crochet blankets are the best way to go. I just am not a very strong crocheter. Just background noise? Okay, good. Thank you. I'm outside, right? Like, I don't know. I feel like sometimes if you get on a live, you want to knit in real time with people, like you hanging out at your friend's house. This is what you hear. You hear me yelling at the kids, the cats, the neighbors are talking, we're talking, the truck is going by. Like, I think it's pretty cool. I like that kind of stuff, so I will hope you do too if you're here. Oh, Mary, if you're still here, did you ever finish your curse sweater? I think you was working on that last time I saw you. And did you start the other one with that multicolored, you know what I'm talking about, that sunburst looking sweater? Did you ever start that or no? The shawl isn't it? I'm gonna look it up. As if I need any more patterns, but I'm gonna look it up anyway. And you did, so you finished it good. Do you like it? Did it fit? What was the end result? What was your experience with that pattern? I haven't opened it and never cast it on for it. Um, I don't know why I didn't. Oh, because I didn't have yarn in enough quantity to actually finish it. So I was like, don't even bother with getting started. So yeah, not yet. Okay. I have all that palette yarn from Knit Picks that I was going to use for that. I'll just have to hold it double since it's a DK weight sweater, I believe, the one with the sunburst colors. I have a lot of colors in it, so I felt like that would be a better option. But then I'm trying to decide, do I want to make it in like a navy blue with all the bright colors in there, or if I want to do a beige color and then maybe just do neutrals like orange, not orange, but like yellow, brassy brown or something like that. Hi, Elaine. I finally get to see you live. I think I saw you on one of my others, and you was like, I missed it again. So yeah, it's good to see you too. Yeah, just in here chit chatting about absolutely nothing. So I'm sitting outside, and I came out here originally to have my breakfast in the sun because it's so pretty out here. Like the sky is completely clear. It's so pretty out here. And I was like, I want to go outside and have my breakfast. And then I made this juice, and it started separating to where the green was at the top and the yellow was at the bottom. And I was feeling all tropical and everything. So I was just like, yeah, we could go ahead and go live. I'm doing nothing. I started this hexagon, the polygon blanket. I keep saying hexagon and polygon, but whatever. So I started this, and I was like, well, rogue stitch marker. Hold on. Sorry. All is well. All is well. Yeah, so I came out here to do that, and I was like, well, if we go live, this would be like sitting in the backyard and just chit chat. And so that's what I'm doing. So thank you for coming. 70 degrees. I didn't check the temperature to see what it is, and I'm on my phone, so I can't see it. But I don't think it's 70. We might be creeping close to it, though. Um, but I'm loving it. Can you tell I don't have my tripod. You literally sitting up against my bowl on my table outside in South Georgia. One of my friends is out there in Georgia too. She hates it though, so maybe I shouldn't mention it. But she lives in a really small town. I won't say because I don't want to put a business out there. But I told her you just need to drive. You just need to go a little further away and go where the people are. She lives in a little small, not gated community, but you have your cul-de-sac, and then you have like one gas station and one subway. Like she lives in that kind of area. So, how many whips do you have on your needles, Mary? I just saw your message there. And Irma, do you have any summer knits lined up? So the only summer knit I have lined up is my Confidence crop, which I'm making into a tank top, but that's going along with my knit along that's starting in on Monday actually. So that is my only summer knit, but I have been looking at some stuff. Oh, I just posted the video. It should be posting now. It's but Knitpicks is having a 99-cent pattern sale. And if you want any some tank tops, some cardigans or anything like that, even if you want to prep for winter time, 9 cents. Go look through the patterns and go buy your pattern. I will say when you go on the web page, when you click on whatever pattern you think you like, it's going to show you like the size, the yarn, the color yarn, and it's going to say add all to cart. Don't ignore that part if you don't want to get the whole kit, but right up underneath it, it says or just get the pattern. Just press that button, it'll go in your cart and you can download the PDF. So there's one tank top in there that I saw that I think I am gonna buy, because I really like the looseness of it. It's like a little airy tank with some drop stitches, and I think that's kind of up my jam. I always wear leggings, so leggings and like legging type shorts or whatever in the summertime. So I feel like a long tank to kind of cover all the midsection and the backside and everything would be a perfect garment. So yeah. You 12 miles north of Tallahassee, Florida. Oh, you all the way down at the bottom of Georgia. There's South Georgia. You right. I think it's kind of cool when you could like hop the line and just go to another place. Like my husband always drives back and forth to South Carolina where he's from, and it takes him about 3 hours. But he's a driver. He likes to get in the car and kind of let the windows open and just enjoy. So he's always doing that, and it's kind of cool. Like we'll jump in the car and maybe go out for a day trip to Myrtle Beach or something. So it's nice that you could be close to another place when you just want to get out of your own. I think where my friend lives, she's like 5 hours from me. So I don't know where that would put her as far as anything else. She's 1 hour from Atlanta. 5 whips. You think that's a lot? Do I think that's a lot? I don't know. How many whips have I had going at one time? I guess it doesn't count because I'm always making a video about something or demonstrating something, so maybe mines don't count. I think actively, though, I might have had up to 4. But I also feel like when I have a lot going at a time, they all finish around the same time. And that's why I get the cast on bug, because I'm like, well, I just finished 3 projects. I'm a champ. So I want to go ahead and put 3 more on. But then they all get to the boring part together, which is that stockinette body or something. So anyway, I don't think 5 is a lot, but I do think it becomes, I guess it depends on what it is. And then I'm starting to run into this whole thing of what am I going to do with all of these garments? So I feel like I need to either start gifting them, maybe just put it up for sale. But of course, they're all plus size garments. So I don't know what the market is for that. But I just need to get rid of it and maybe just recoup my yarn money back for it. But geez, because I don't need as many sweaters as I'm making. Like, certain ones I love and some I just don't love as much. You know what I mean? So I guess it's a trial and error. On Sleeve Island with 3 sweaters. Oh my God. I have I don't know if you've seen the video, but I have a biscotti sweater. I have one arm left to finish. And you would think somebody was like torturing me. I just don't want to pick it up. Sleeve Island and Body Island is no joke. It's the same way I feel about socks. I cannot make a pair of socks to save my life. I just can't do it. I have made one sock, I've made a half a sock, I made one slipper, but whenever I go to make the second one, I just can't, I just can't do it. I don't feel like it. It's like torture. It's torture. My phone just said it went down to 15%. So if we get cut off, that's the reason why. Just letting you know ahead of time. And I hope it don't cut off before my video uploads because I really don't want to have to start that over again. But yeah, go check the sale out for nitpicks. I think they had some really interesting things in there. I saw a lot of, not a lot, let's stop being exaggerative. But of course, there was a lot of sweaters. There was a few things that I saw, and I talked about it in the video that's going up, but there's a few things that I saw that reminded me of like other patterns that are pretty popular. And so I was like, well, I'll just go ahead and try these. But similar to what I mentioned in the video, sometimes new designers that you've never heard of, you just gotta, what they say is the luck of the draw. Because you don't know how they write, you don't know if there's any good reviews on it, you don't know anything about this designer. They could, I mean, it's just hit or miss. So for $1, sometimes you're willing to try it, but for 7, 8, and $10, I'm not. So I really rely on tester feedback to kind of let me know what's going on with their stuff before I start giving them money for something that I absolutely hate. You just keep casting on something new because why not, right? We got yarn, we got needles, we got time, we have patterns. You might as well just keep casting on. Who's going to stop you? You finished the sleeves on your Autumn League pullover. Why have I not made this pullover yet? I feel like I've had this in my queue to make forever. And every time I go to do it, I go find something else to do. I got to do better. And I know she does a lot. That's Two of Wands, right? I think she does. She has a knitting group on Facebook, but I don't really use Facebook. And she would start a knit along for that every once in a while. I remember seeing a post about it. I don't know, but it's a really good iconic pattern. Like that's one that has been around for a really, really long time. And I don't know if you all have seen this designer called Lorraine, Lo hyphen Rain knitwear, but she made a pair of palazzo pants that she paired with that Autumn League pullover in this beautifully drapey yarn, which Lorraine has a wool allergy, so whatever she used, it was some sort of acrylic. And I'm assuming since she's a partner with Lion Brand that it must have been a Lion Brand yarn. Oh my god, but it was so cozy looking. When I do another type of video roundup blah 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 pattern thing, I will try to remember to add her as a designer to look out for because she writes her patterns really well. The only thing about Lorraine that I struggle with is she is a seamer, meaning she likes to knit her things in pieces and seam them together because, as she says, which is a fact, um, it builds more structural integrity to your garments. And I know that we all know this. However, don't everybody feel like doing all that seaming for every single garment. So I've only made one of her shirts. I did make the palazzo pants, but I made them into shorts because I didn't feel like staying on leg island. It was a lot to dig those long pants, but they were so cute. And I think I'm gonna just bite the bullet and try that one again because I loved the look of her pattern. I really, really did. You know, these ants on this table. I'm reading your thing, Elaine, but for whatever reason, my brain was not computing. Local yarn shop is starting a toasted tea knit along. What's a toasted tea knit along? Is that a pattern name and I just missed it? It sounds fun. I can't see my battery. Let me see how much percentage I got left. Well, this is 13%. We might be all right for a few more minutes. You took away my message? Something must have happened. That's all right. Let me know what you meant, and then we can talk about it. Yes, you made what, Mary? I got lost. What we talking about? I know I keep a lot of stuff in my brain, but they get disorganized sometimes. Oh, toaster tea. I'm sorry. That autocorrect can make you sound like you just don't know what you're talking about. I'm like a toasted tea. How come I haven't heard of this? A toasted tea. So I have made the toasted tea and I have it sitting in my closet, but the yarn that I used for it was just not good. It was 100% mercerized cotton, and I believe it is because it has zero, like zero structure. Like it's meant to be either a poncho or something like that. Um, no, a toast tea. I want to make a toast tea. Put a little piece of bread right here with a little pat of butter in the middle. Now, I will say, like for people who crochet, there's nothing wrong with more coffee, Mary. We all need more coffee. Mary said, honey, you need some more coffee. Yeah, we do. Actually, I don't. I don't need any more coffee in my life. I'm starting to drink more tea. And I think I told you I've been drinking juices and stuff, trying to like flush out the toxins and all that jazz. My mom is convinced that I have built up like mucus and inflammation in the body. So between her and one of my other friends, they constantly sending me like recipes and things to this ant. If he don't go on somewhere, no matter how far I flick him, there'll be another one that just shows up from out of nowhere. Anyway, sorry. No ants were harmed in the making of this video. I just relocated his behind. Put him over there in the grass where he belongs. Anyway. Yeah, the toasted tea I think is a perfect pattern. It really, really is. And if I'm not mistaken, she has it in a fingering weight, DK weight also. Did she have a worsted weight? I don't think so. I think it was just a fingering and a DK weight, which means you got options galore. So if you got some sock yarn in your house that you want to use up, that's a really good one. Mary, I feel like you are coming for my neck, and I'm gonna need you to turn around and mind your business, okay? Okay? Just leave me alone. I told you I'm a scatterbrain person. I just be out here talking. But that's why I make videos, because my family don't want to hear this nonsense. Look, here he come again. I'll tell you. And it can't possibly be the same one, right? Because I flung him across the yard. But without fail, there's another one. That's why I forget where you at. I know. I know. And quite honestly, I don't even know what all we was just talking about. So welcome to a live with me. Tiffany ain't got no sense. I have a lot that goes on in my brain at once. And then because the chat takes so long to scroll up, by the time I see something else, I don't know, already moved on to a different thought. So we should actually be blaming YouTube. Don't blame me. I can't just sit here. What y'all making for lunch? I think Irma, you told me it's 4:30, so that's dinner time, right? I haven't been feeling like eating. I think it's because it's that time. I just don't feel like eating nothing. I don't want no snacks. I don't want no food. I just been kind of drinking juice and water. Thank you. Thank you very much, Mary. I appreciate that. I know I was right. I just realized I came out here. I didn't do my hair. I washed it last night and conditioned it, but I didn't like, gel it up and all that. So this is me natural, girl. But it's time for another trimming. It's getting too long. I could pull it, and I don't like that. So we're gonna go ahead and cut it back down this weekend. You at work? Are you really at work? Oh, how's it feel to be at work? I guess technically I'm at work too. I'm just sitting here in my outside office space, um, talking to my peoples, you know. Chicken curry for supper. I could imagine that South African curry must be different than the curry that I'm thinking about, which is pretty much Indian. I usually just do like a Jamaican curry or a regular red curry, like Indian curry. But it's too hot. I don't want no curry today. It's too hot. I don't know what we're doing. I gotta tell you, I do not miss working full time. But when my last check posted and it was way like $300-400 less than my other checks, I was like, oh, so this feels weird. And I was talking to my husband. I'm like, so is your job higher? But I couldn't work with him though. I couldn't work with my spouse, leave from work. You know what I'm saying? Like leave the house with him, work with him, probably have lunch with him. That would be too much. We'd be divorced before the year's over or separated. I just can't deal. I know not everybody can sit on a patio, and I'm not bragging, but I am saying that every once in a while, you gotta take a day for yourself and just come and enjoy nature. Let's look at nature. Look at that. Don't you want to be out here with me? You should come over. Come over, girl. I got a spot right here. This table converts to a bench, and you could just sit right there. We could be knitting and trash talking. You see, I put my project down. I ain't even working on it no more. I don't feel like it. I need to go in the house and actually start making lunch and stuff. And I also got to remember not to leave my kid at work. I remember one day she called me. She was like, "Ma, you coming?" I was like, "Coming where?" I thought she was in the room. I have gotten too lazy in my You work with your husband every day and it's great. You ain't got to lie to me. He looking over your shoulder. Send me an emoji if he's standing right there. He not really. You don't really like working with him every day. I'm kidding. I think I would enjoy kind of seeing him because he's a jokester, so he would come around and like make things weird and stuff. But I'm an only child. He's an only child. All right, I just popped my own hand, Mary. I just popped my own hand and I popped my mouth. Tell me to stop. Tell me to stop right now. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. This is what happens when you have no authority. I'm just out here. I ain't got no boss. I am my own boss. I need to be fired. Yes. I will say, I didn't realize how stressed out I was working full time at that job. I've been in other places where you just have regular stress, but this job in particular I was so drained mentally that I didn't even appreciate the fact that I wasn't working until probably the end of last month. So 2 months out of work is when I was like, wow, I haven't been to work in 2 months. It's like, it was such a surreal experience. And I'm ready. Now I'm starting to look for a job again. But I needed the time to just de stress. I was like a shell of myself. Like I had no emotional connection to anything. Like it was rough. It was rough. I didn't realize they were taking so much from me because you just working, you know? But I'm glad that's over, honestly. It was time to go, but I knew that they were laying off people, so I was like, I'm not going to walk away from my severance. Girl, 11 or 12 siblings. Ooh, oh no. See, you like people. I'm not interested. And you know what's so funny? Me and my husband both are only children. So we understand the I need to be, I just, like, you could be here, but I don't need you talking to me. Like, we both are that way. But between the two of us, we have like 8 children total. Only the my two young ones live with me. But his other two youngest, they kind of intermingle when they can. But man, I can't imagine having a house full of 12 people. Plus parents. Oh no. Oh no. And then you was the baby? You was one of the babies. They probably couldn't stand you. So Elaine says she has to make her daily schedule every morning, or all I do is knit the day away. You retired in October. Congratulations. Did you feel like you got your life back? Because I always feel like when my mom retired at the beginning of COVID, I swear I feel like I didn't see or hear from her at all. Like she was just gone. She was traveling. She was with her friends. She was out all the time. I could never find her. She never had a phone on. Being retired is a beautiful thing, especially when you're still getting a check. Like she had so much PTO time left over. Even though she retired in February, she was still on payroll until August. So she was living her life, living her best life. Yeah, I don't know. Me and my husband, we rely on each other because sometimes I watch my kids, and they're kids. They're grown. They're young adults. They're 20 and 22. And sometimes I watch them and I'm like, what is wrong with y'all? And one of them sent me a meme yesterday and it was saying like your mom always thinks that you and your sibling are arguing and we're not arguing. But they always seem like they're about to start fighting. So I'm like, y'all go in your room. Just go be quiet. And she said that baby girl. Oh, the baby girl. Oh, they love you. They should love you. You have a very sweet personality. Sorry, I'm flicking ants off the table. They keep trying to come to my glass. If y'all don't know Mary, but I had her in one of my knitting live things, and she is a, a piece of work. She's a chaotic ball of energy that is a lot of fun. And I loved every minute of it. Her and her friend Rose were in there together, and you could tell they were best friends. They feed off of each other's energy, and I love that. Like me and my best friend been best friends since I was 10. Nope, I might have been 12, and she was 7. But I used to babysit her, and we still best friends to this day. And the stories and the history, like I love that. I love when you can make a friend and hold on to it. She's my longest relationship that I've had. Second longest would be my daughter, my oldest daughter. She's 30. So yeah. Anyway, y'all see you got me out here just a yipper yapping. It's been 43 minutes on this live. Ugh. And you know what I've done for 43 minutes? Talk to y'all and did 5 rows on the project that I was so gung-ho to finish when I got out here. Oh, Mr. Terry is back there mowing the hump. And let me check my battery. Hold on. Oh, it's on 8%. Let me get off of here, y'all. Battery on 8%. I'm sitting out in the sun. It's probably starting to overheat. But thank you for spending some time with me. It was nice to laugh and cut up a little bit. Mary, you are always the life of the party. You keep me smiling. You keep me smiling too, Elaine. I gotta get you on an actual live to put you on screen with me. I need to be better prepared. I don't remember if it was you or somebody else that sent me the email, but I completely missed it. I don't even know, it ended up in my spam folder, but we're gonna try this again. We're gonna try this again. And since y'all people like to be on here while you're at work, I know that I'm not gonna be interrupting your work day. So if you see me, jump on in and say hey. I will talk to y'all later. And like I said, the last video I posted, it should be uploaded now so you can watch that at your leisure. I'll try to see y'all in a couple of days. Bye.